time to discuss Detective Tate's death, but before we do that, let's hear my reaction to it live on Friday night. He's making his way over there. We then cut to Detective Carter, who's meeting with Detective Tate. And as soon as you knew, as soon as Tate seen the corrupt officer, man, it was going to be all over. You knew it was going to be all over for Detective Tate. Basically says to Carter, your task force has been compromised. And Carter's like, how about you join us? The money, we can kill the bad guys and dictate who runs what. Tate's like, I need to think about it. Carter's like, there's nothing to think about, and shoots him. So Detective Tate has been killed. I think this is going to bring the return of Rashad Tate back, which I'm absolutely going to welcome at the end of the day. But yeah, just sad to see this character. He was a good cop, to be fair. And then Tariq, the episode ends with him finding Diana's. Would somebody fucking help me? Somebody fucking help me, Diana. So yeah, end of Detective Tate, and that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to discuss it in a wee bit more detail here. So I believe the first time we seen Detective Tate was season 6, episode 14 of the original Power, which is obviously a long time ago. It was pretty much the Rashad Tate's full episode, and you know what? I liked his brother. I thought he was a decent character. I mean, he's probably like the most standard 6 out of 10, like, ticks all the boxes, did a job sort of character. As Roy Keane would say, that's his. But Maguire, that's his job, Gary. That's his job at the end of the day. To play a role that, I wouldn't say he was destined to play, because I think most people could have played this character relatively well, but I like the fact that you've got like recognisable faces in the police force, and this guy's been, part of the police throughout Power Book 2. The only problem I've got is I think with Detective Don Carter, I think we could have probably done with him appearing probably earlier than what the season 4 premiere. Like, obviously Michael Ealy, that's the actor's name, it was announced that he would be making his debut in this scene. So the problem for me is I would have sorted it out. I would have got Detective Don Carter in about, I think the start of season 3 would have been fine. Because I was kind of wondering, Detective Don Carter, what about this guy? But I almost feel like they've had to rush the guy's character. Like, you can clearly see, like, episode 5 reveals that he's a dirty cop, and then, like, look at episode 6, the amount going on. He's dropping people, he's getting Drew into jail, and then, of course, at the end of the episode, Detective Tate has actually seen the corruptness going on. Confronts Detective Don Carter about it. Your team's been compromised, and little do you know, Rashad Tate is now looking over his dead brother's body in the autopsy room, so it is unfortunate at the end of the day. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles in this Power universe, that is one thing I'll say about Power. I do think they kill off a lot of people. Now, I think the spin-offs have maybe lacked a wee bit of that, but even like when they killed off Walter Flynn, I was like, holy shit, I cannot believe that they've killed off Walter Flynn. So the spin-offs have it their degree. Even Scrap and Raising Kanan, I've not seen the full 3 seasons of that. I'm 2 episodes into season 3. But, the original Power, it's one thing I couldn't fault the show for killing off main characters. They kill off hundreds. But I guess the heavy hitters are still floating about in some capacity. Anyway, guys, leave your thoughts down below. That is it for Power Book 2.